First, abstract. This study investigates linguistic science at ION Mall Tanjung Barat by integrating three subfields of linguistics: pragmatics, semiotics, and linguistic landscape. Using speech theory, Barthes semiotic framework, and the concept of top-down and bottom-up signate in linguistic landscape studies. This qualitative research analyzed 10 public science collected from various areas within the mall. The data were examined to identify pragmatic function, semiotics, meanings, denotation, connotation, and myth, and the social cultural origins of the signet. Next is methodology. This study employs a qualitative research method using field observation and photo documentation. 10 samples of public signates were collected from different areas of ION Mall Tanjung Barat, including safety sign, prohibition notice, and instructional signs. The data were analyzed using the following frameworks. 1. Pragmatic speech act theory was applied to identify directive, prohibitive, and informative acts in the signate. 2. Semiotics. Barthes' model of denotation, connotation, and myth was used to interpret textual and visual meanings. And 3. Linguistic landscape. The top-down and bottom-up framework was used to determine the origin and authority behind the signs.
Sampel alat pemadam api or fire extinguisher. Pragmatics. The sign function as an informative and directive speech act, indicating the location of a fire extinguisher and implicitly instructing people to use it in emergencies. Backed by institutional authority, it aims to ensure safety, reduce damage, and protect lives in public space. Semiotics. Denotation. The sign shows a fire extinguisher icon, flame symbol, arrow, and the text alat pemadam api or fire extinguisher, indicating its location. Connotation. It implies danger awareness, emergency readiness, and the need for quick action. Myth. The sign reflects beliefs in the international safety, modern risk management, and trust in public infrastructure. Linguistic landscape. The sign is a top-down bilingual linguistic landscape produced by Safety Auditories. Bahasa Indonesia appears as the main language, with English as a support, reflecting international safety standards and inclusivity in public space.
The next sample from in or masuk from pragmatics, a mandatory directive guiding visitor to enter top designated access point to manage crowd flow. From semiotics, in or masuk, and the color indicate order, efficiency, and calm regulation. From mythic, represents discipline in public behavior, institutional auditory, and modern, well-managed commercial space. And last, from this linguistic landscape, an efficient top-down, bilingual sign, English or Indonesian, designate for public comprehension.
Next sample, mohon gunakan air dengan bijak, hemat air, hemat energi. Please use water wisely. Pragmatics design function as the directive speech act in the form of a polite request. The use of the word mohon or please indicates a courteous and persuasive approach rather than a strict command. Semiotic denotation. At the denotative level, the sign convey a message urging people to use water wisely and to save water and energy. Connotation. Environment awareness. Using water wisely is associated with effort to preserve the environment and ensure sustainable use of natural resources. Individual responsibility. The sign implies that each individual plays an important role in conserving water and energy. Concern for the future. The phrase "save water, save energy" carries a long-term implication of protecting resources for future generations. Myth, technique of consumption. Ethic of consumption, saving water and energy is framed as an ethical and responsible behavior in contemporary urban life. Linguistic landscape design is categorized as top-down designate as it produced by more management of or official institution. The use of the two languages suggests that the sign is placed in an urban public space frequented by both local and English function as a supporting language to ensure broader comprehension. Overall, the sign reflects a modern public space that promotes environmental awareness, linguistic inclusivity, and social responsibility. Next sampel, mohon gunakan air dengan bijak, hemat air, hemat energi. Please use water wisely. Pragmatics design function as the directive speech act in the form of a polite request. The use of the word mohon or please indicates a courteous and persuasive approach rather than a strict command. Semiotic denotation. At the denotative level, the sign convey a message urging people to use water wisely and to save water and energy. Connotation. Environment awareness. Using water wisely is associated with effort to preserve the environment and ensure sustainable use of natural resources. Individual responsibility. The sign implies that each individual plays an important role in conserving water and energy. Concern for the future. The phrase "save water, save energy" carries a long-term implication of protecting resources for future generations. Myth: Ethnic of consumption. Ethic of consumption, saving water and energy is framed as an ethical and responsible behavior in contemporary urban life. Linguistic landscape design is categorized as top-down designate as it produced by more management of or official institution. The use of the two languages suggests that the sign is placed in an urban public space frequented by both local and English function as a supporting language to ensure broader comprehension. Overall, the sign reflects a modern public space that promotes environmental awareness, linguistic inclusivity, and social responsibility.
Sample sign, dilarang menginjak dudukan kloset or do not stand on the toilet seat. Pragmatic perspective, the sign function as the directive speech act that firmly prohibits users from standing on the toilet seat. It is authoritative and non-optional, reflecting institutional power from facility management. The purpose is to regulate behavior, prevent damage, maintain hygiene, and ensure user safety in a shared public restroom. Linguistic landscape. The sign represents a top-down linguistic landscape created by institutional authorities. It is bilingual, using Bahasa Indonesia as the primary language and English as a support, showing inclusivity and consideration for both local users and foreign visitors in the public space. Semiotics denotation. The sign shows a person standing on the toilet seat closed out with the red prohibition symbols, accompanied by the text "Dilarang menginjak dudukan kloset" or "Do not stand on the toilet seat," clearly indicating forbidden action.
The next sample from Dangerous Good prohibits atau dilarang membawa barang berbahaya. Pragmatics, a strict directive prohibiting the carrying of hazardous item to endanger public safety. From semiotics, red background and bold text emphasize danger, authority, and urgency. Pragmatic represent institutional responsibility, collective security, and the belief the public space must be free from preventable risk. And last, linguistic landscape, a top-down lingual sign English and Indonesian understands local and international user.
Sampel dilarang untuk membuang pembalut atau sampah lainnya ke dalam toilet, kecuali tisu toilet. Please do not throw feminine product or any trash to the toilet except for toilet paper. For pragmatics, this sign performs a directive speech act that functions to prohibit toilet users from disposing of feminine products or the other trash into the toilet. The prohibition is instructive and binding rather than merely advisory. The pragmatic purpose of this sign is to regulate user behavior in order to maintain proper toilet function and prevent plumbing blockage. Implicit design also conveys potential technical consequences such as clogged toilet or damaged facilities. If the rule is violated, this design aims to promote order, cleanliness, and efficient use of public facilities. And second, for semiotics, there is one denotation. At the denotative level, the sign clearly states that feminine products or any kind of trash must not be disposed of in the toilet, except for the toilet paper. The message is conveyed through written text in two languages, Indonesian and English, although no visual symbols are used. The direct and explicit wording ensure clarity of the prohibition. In two, for connotation, the connotative meanings of the sign include the following aspects: the cleanliness and facility maintenance. The prohibition reflects the importance of maintaining toilet hygiene and preventing damage to the plumbing system. Next, social responsibility. Users are expected to act responsibly to ensure shared comfort and convenience. And the gender awareness and practical communication. The explicit mention of the feminine products indicate a clear and practical approach to communication without stigma, focusing on functionality rather than taboo. And discipline in public space. The rule implies that public facilities must be used according to established norms and regulation. And there's myth. At the mid-level, the sign represents broader social value. At the mid of cleanliness as a marker of modern society. A modern society is perceived as one that is conscious of hygiene and capable of using public facilities appropriately. And then order a collective responsibility. The science reflects the belief that shared comfort can only be achieved when individuals complete the rules. And next, there is linguistic landscape. This sign is classified as top-down signate. Is it produced by building management or public facility authorities to regulate user behavior? The use of two languages, Indonesian and English, suggests that the location is a public space frequently visited by foreigners or tourists. Indonesian is a place at the top indicating its status, while English functions as a supporting language to ensure universal comprehension. The presence of bilingual signate reflects an urban and global context, as well as an orientation toward accessibility and inclusivity in the information delivery.
Next is sign tempat pengembalian peralatan makan or self-return tray station. Pragmatics. The sign function as a directive speech act, politely encouraging customers to return used price. It relies on social norms and the voluntary cooperation rather than strict enforcement, aiming to promote cleanliness, order, and a shared responsibility in the dining area. Semiotics. Denotation. Design labels a place for returning used trays, shown through bilingual text in Indonesian and English. Connotation. It implies self-service responsibility, efficiency, and shared effort to keep the dining area clean and orderly. Myth. The sign reflects ideas or modern efficiency, civic responsibility, and urban discipline through voluntary cooperation. Linguistic landscape. Design is categorized as a top-down linguistic landscape because it is created by management of the dining area or the food court. Design is bilingual as it uses bahasa Indonesia in the phrase tempat pengembalian peralatan makan and English in the phrase self-return tray station. Bahasa Indonesia function as the primary language to address local customers, while English serves to include foreign visitors and reflect international service standards commonly found in the modern commercial dining space.